In this video, we will see how do we find the trigonometric ratios of some specific angles from this given table. Okay, so first you need to understand what the table gives us. So if you look at the first column, it gives you the measurement of angle. So here we are putting the standard angles like 0 degree, 30, 45, 60 and 90. Okay, if you look at the first row, it gives you the measurement like at a particular angle, what is the sine value of that angle? Similarly, what is cosine value of that angle? Tan, cosecant, secant and cot is also given in the similar way. Let's see how we can use this table to find, say, sine of 45 degree. Okay. So for that, what you will be doing? Sine 45 degree. So what is your angle here? Angle is 45 degree. So first check from theta. Where is 45? This is 45. Then what you need? Sine. So check where is sine. This is sine. So it means we need to look across this row and this column. So where it intersects. If we go down and here. So we get the value as 1 over root 2. So this is the value of sine 45 degree. So we can write it as 1 over root 2. Clear? Similarly, if I ask you, how do you find the value of cosine of 60 degree? So again, first thing you have to do is look at the angle 60 degree is here. Okay, and you want cosine here. So check where they are intersecting. Cosine 60 degree from here, cosine from here. So the value is 1 over 2. You can write the value as 1 over 2. Okay. Similarly, you can find other trigonometric ratios. For instance, if we ask, say, what is tan of 0 degree? So 0 from here and tan from here. So the value is 0. Okay. Says sine 30 degree. So 30 degree from here, sine from here. That gives you the value 1 over 2. I hope it's clear now. And then try what will be cos of 45 degree. 45 from here, cos from here. So 1 over root 2. Okay. Similarly, cos of 90 degree, 90 and cos. So this gives you 0. Okay. Now suppose we ask you find the value of sine 15 degree, angle 15 degree. So if you look at this table, you know the standard values as 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90 only at these angles. Okay. And you have to find the value of sine of 15 degree without using calculator. So how you will work on it? So for that, you will again use these angles 0, 30, 45, 60 or 90 express angle 15. So these are the standard angles that's available to you. So you need to see that how you combine these two angles so that you get 15 degree. You are allowed only to add or subtract. Okay. So 15 degree. So if you look here, 15, last digit is 5. So it means you have to make use of angle 45. So if you use these two angles, 45 minus 30, what you will get? 15 degrees. Yes, this is your angle that you need. Another possibility? Yes, there is. If you look at 45 and 60. So if you find 60 minus 45, what you get? Again 15 degree. So Yes, you can use in place of 15 degree either 60 degree minus 45 degree or 45 degree minus 30 degree. So we can write it as sine of, let's use this one, 60 degree minus 45 degree. Okay, now it is in this form. So to solve it in this form, we have to make use of certain rules. So suppose you have all these rules. So what do you think, which rule will be applicable to our question? See again, our question is sine of 60 degree minus 45 degree. So if you look at the rules 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So you have two rules for sine. Okay, because you are looking for sine. Now if you look at the angle, we have 60 minus 45. So you need one angle minus the other angle. So we are going to use this rule A minus B. So second rule we are going to use. So let's write down this rule. This rule says that sine A minus B is equal sine A cos B minus cos A sine A. When we write it like sine A cos B, it means it's multiplication in between. Similarly, cos A multiply sine B. So if you compare these two rules, what you can see here? You can see that in place of angle A, what you have? 60 degree. In place of B, you have 45 degree. Okay. So angle A value is 60 degree and B is 45 degree. So write it over here 60 degree, 45 degree. So when you simplify it, this gives you sine of, in place of A we write 60 degree and cos of 45 degree minus cos of 60 degree and sine of 45 degree. And as I said before, in between these two values you have multiplication in between. Now after that what you have to do is look for the value of sine 60 cos 45 cos 60 sine 45 from this table. Okay, so let's do it. So we need sine of 60 degree. So we'll look here 60 degree and sine. So the value is root 3 over 2. So let's write it. Root 3 over 2 multiply cos of 45 degree. So 45 degree and cos. So it is 1 over root 2. Let's write times 1 over root 2 minus cosine of 60 degree. Again 60 degree, but this time we need cos. So 1 by 2 times sine 45 degree. 45 degree with sine. So it is this value. Okay, 1 over root 2. Now you know how to simplify. It's like multiplication of two fractions. Multiply root 3 with 1, 2 with root 2. 1 with 1 and 2 with root 2. So what this gives you? Root 3 times 1 over 2 root 2. Because one number is under the square root and another is without square root. So you write it in the same way. And 1 divide 2 root 2. Okay. So 1 times 1. So root 3 times 1 is root 3 divide 2 root 2 minus 1 divide 2 root. We need to further simplify. It is like subtracting two fractional numbers with the same denominator. You see here that this denominator 2 root 2, 2 root 2 is same. So what you will write for simplification? You write it as 2 root 2 for the one time. Okay. Then what is left in the numerator? And first you have square root of 3 and then minus 1. So this is your answer. Okay. So let's do another question. Here you have to find cos of 150 degree. Again, if you look at the table, you don't have 150 degree here. So you have to make use of these standard angles to get 150 degree. As this 150 degree is more than 90, so here you need to add more than one angle. So let's check 90 plus 60, what you get. 90 plus 60, yes, it's giving you 150. Suppose you didn't get it, then you check 90 with 45, okay? So, but here as you get directly 90 plus 60 as 150, you write this here. Cosine of 90 plus 50 degree. It doesn't matter which angle you are writing first because it's addition. Addition is commutative. Now you have to look at which rule is applicable. So from these rules, as we need for cos, so for cos, we have two rules, but we need for addition. So cos and addition, it means we will go for this rule. So let's write down the rule first. So this is our rule. If we compare this with 90 plus 50, we know that A is 90 degree, B is, sorry, it's not 50, it's 60 here. It is 60 degree, okay? So 90, B is 60, again sine is 9, A is 90, B is 60. So what this gives you? This gives you cosine of 90 degree, cosine of 60 degree minus sine 90, sine 60. Okay. Again, there is multiplication in between. Again, looking at the values of cos 90, cos 60, sine 90, sine 60 from the table. Cos 60. Cos 60 is from here 1 by 2. And cos of 90 is 0. Let's substitute it there. Cos 90 is 0. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 minus sine of 90. Sine of 90 is 1 and sine of 60 is root 3 over 2. So sine of 90 is 1 and sine 60 is root 3 over 2. Okay. Now what we left with is the simplification. 0 multiply any number gives you 0 minus 1 multiply root 3 over 2 gives you root 3 over 2. So your final answer is minus root 3 over 2. So this is the value of cos of 150 degree. Okay. So here the main concept is to get the required angle by combination of these angles. Okay. So for instance, suppose they ask you what is sine of 135 degree. So again, the first thing you should be doing is check how you get 135 degree by using any of these two angles. So as you can see at the end here is 5. So it means you have to make use of 45. So 45 with which angle gives you 135? So if you suppose add 45 with 60, it gives you 105. You don't need this. Let's take 40 with 45 with 90. Yes, it's giving you 135. So in this case, you will use sine of 45 plus 90 degree and then proceed in the same way as we did in these two examples. Okay, I hope it is clear. Remember this fact, 0 multiply any number gives you 0, 1 multiply any number gives back you the same number. Okay,